Hello everyone, it's me, Susa from Magdeburg, Germany, and I want to spend the next 20 minutes, 25 minutes with you to unload my kiln and show you all the things I made in the last couple of days. So let's do it together. But before, I want to show you something. I bought this fantastic coffee mug on a pottery market here in Magdeburg last week, and it was so fun to see other potters selling their work. And I bought so many mugs and put it in my shelf, and I want to also order mugs from you, the people I see every day on my screen, like Lisa and Kim and all the Sarahs and Audrey. I want a mug from you, and I want to put it in my shelf, and so I have a piece of your art and use it every day. So cheers. Let's start with the first shelf. I I already checked it. I was like crazy about the waiting for the temperature to go down, and I showered and I was checking the temperature almost every minute. It's really the hardest part for me in the whole pottery process to wait for the temperature cool down to under 100 degrees. I lifted the lid up already at 140 degrees to cool it down a little faster so that I can open up before the sun goes down. And yeah, I hope the light is still fine to see all the colors. So the first thing I want to show you is this wonderful little mug. And I don't know who it was. I am not sure. I think it was Audrey who said that you cannot make any mistake by using autumn purple. And I have autumn purple at home, but I never used it. The color, turn the lights a little more. Right. But I never used it. It was still like closed. It looks gorgeous. And then sometimes I don't like when you are not able to glaze the bottom, and I don't like when it's like plain. So this time, look what I did. I found the transfer, which is the size of the bottom. So I put it, before I put it in the oven, I just put it on it, and it looks so good. I'm so glad about this idea. I have it also on another, I think on another cup. Not on every bowl I make, but yeah. And I hope it was Audrey. I think she was it, who talks about autumn purple. She was right. I really like it. It's a fantastic glaze. Next one, there's another bowl. You know, it's a hand-built bowl, and when I had it, like when it was bisque fired, and I put it on the table, it was like shaking around because the bottom wasn't flat. So I made it like a ring and bisque fired a ring, and now I glazed the whole bowl and put the bowl on the ring, and now the glazed connected with the bowl, and it can stand flat on the table and it's not moving anymore. I really like it. But there is something I don't like with this bowl. I made a mistake. I put the shiny glaze on the outside and the semi-matte glaze on the inside, which is not so nice when you eat something out of it. I like it more when it's shiny inside. I think Lisa said the same. I understand you definitely, because it feels more like clean when it's a shiny glaze. So next time I will just make it opposite. I put the glaze, the this glaze outside and the other glaze inside. But I like it. I like it. I like it, and I'm happy that the bottom is like it is. Okay, first mug of the day. Can you see there is one lizard, and then there is another bigger lizard with his tail over the rim of the mug? Okay, here the glaze of the tail ran down a little and destroyed a little bit the white inside, but it's nice. It's like he climbed up from inside, and then now he's on the outside. I think I used Junebug, amaco Junebug for the outside glaze, and you can see the texture through it, like in nature, you know, like. And then there is this lizard. It's lighter, and this lizard is a little darker, but they are both like so good. And with this lizard, when I bisque fired it, this hand fell off, so I glazed it, and just after glazing it, I sticked it with it, and now it's fixed. So I'm so proud of myself. This mug is like good. It's it's really pretty. It's so cool and unique, and you know, fun to have. Okay, then there is another mug, and I think I used, oh, there's a camera, and I think I used autumn purple again, but there is, this is another clay body. This is a like yellow speckled clay, and it looked different than on the white clay before, but nice as well. And on the outside, I had like a weird structure with different stems and shapes, and I had like two glazes on top of each other. Yeah, it's like, it looks like a cookie with like sugar glaze over it, and the handle is like swirled, and I like these little flower stems everywhere. I think it's pretty. It looks like really like a cookie dough. Yeah, I for now I'm so proud of myself. And after my last video, people wrote that I have to go back on the potter's wheel to get more like experiences in throwing, and I did, and I was so surprised that I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm not comfortable with it, but I'm getting better, and I will keep on throwing. But it's always so messy, and I don't have like a pottery garage or something. It's in my house. It was my former guest room where I have everything, and the potter's wheel is in the shower. So, but I think it's not good to have so much clay in the drain. So I'm always a little bit careful, and I don't do it so often. Instead of it, I do these hand-built things. Here I have my first decoration, and they all look gorgeous. Look. This, I really, sorry that I cannot remember the colors I put on it, but I used the slab when I made like mugs, which is left, and then I just stamp it and use a cookie cutter and it's so nice. And I think this is wintergreen. I remember that. Oh, this is so pretty. I think this is old copper. Yeah, I think it's old copper. It's good. And this one has like a brown, also some, do you see that? Bluish with the texture and little stars in it. So good. Next thing is the cone on the top shelf. This was an old cone. I cannot get it out. So I only used cones 6 and 7 this time. So the 6 is a 90 degrees angle. It is just perfect. And this is the 7. It's like slightly bended, but so it was a perfect 6 on the top shelf. And the firing schedule I copied from Sarah Walton. I remember she had a video on YouTube a year ago where she was showing her new kiln. What is the name of the kiln? Serafina or something like that. Oh, Sarah, sorry that I forgot the name of your kiln. I don't have even a name for my kiln yet, but maybe I will find a name. So I used this schedule. Last time I used it as well, and it was quite hot. So I put the temperature 5 degrees down, just 5 degrees, and I keep the rest. It has 6 segments, and I kept the rest. It was holding for 8 minutes at the highest temperature, and then a slow cool, and another 30 minutes hold. And it's just, so the top shelf is just fine, you know? And now I have to show you. I made spoons. I have a cookie cutter, which is a spoon shape. And then I didn't want it to have a hole in the spoons. So I was building this spoon holder just with clay. And then I put the spoons in it. And it worked. I left the backside unglazed so that it doesn't connect with the when I put it in. So I have different spoons, and when I was glazing and I used a color for my mug or for my bowl, then I just put 1 spoon in the glaze, let it dry, and then I put it in this holder. But I see that not every spoon is like off, so some of them stick, you see, stick to the holder because sometimes these glazes are like running. So I will be careful when I try to get it off of this holder. But I'm so glad that some of the spoons are already like fine. And they are so small, and then they are good. Oh, yeah, I can try it. I know you think I'm crazy, but it is, the top shelf is just, it's empty now. And the top shelf is just so successful, so satisfying. And I have one drip from the little trees which were hanging, and I had just this little from putting into herbs, it broke, and so I used this under, and there was a drop right on top of it, and my shelf didn't get anything. So is it my lucky day? probably. So here are some stars, and in these stars I put the initials from my cousins. We have every second Advent, so it's second December, a second Sunday in December, we all meet. So my mom and her cousins and me and all my cousins, it's just the female. Is there an English word for just female cousins? Because you use the word cousin for male and female. But we have just we are just girls and we meet, and I want to give everyone a present, and I made all those little stars, and I like the trees. I put it in different glazes, and so 6 of them I already made, and with the next kiln there are 6 more coming. But you can see the letters really well. I'm happy that it was. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, first something good. This is a matcha bowl, glazed with yellow golden colors, and I really like it. I really like it. And I made it for one of my clients. I have with most of my clients like kind of friendship. It's like we talk about almost everything. They trust me because I'm their coach, and I trust them because they're nice and kind, and we spend a lot of time together in my gym, and so we start talking about private things, and so she said that she is drinking matcha, and if I'm able to make a matcha bowl for her, and I said, yeah, I can try. I didn't ask her what her favorite colors are because I thought, I do something like which is warm and shiny and golden, and I like that it's I don't know, it feels good, it feels soft, and yeah. So happy about that, but then I have a big problem now. Oh, I never had one of these. A pearl, a glaze pearl. I think it's a good day, but the only thing which didn't turn out good. Yeah, before I show you this one, this is like a bowl with a little foot. From the outside, it's this glaze, and inside it's like this. Here it's the same, like I told you before. I better change this glaze to the outside and this glaze to the inside, because this one is really like shiny and this is like semi-matte. But to put like a key in it or some jewelry, I don't have jewelry, but people have, it's it's nice. It's uneven, but it's really like thin. The clay is really like thin and have like, yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite thing. I don't know what happened here. I think I forgot to glaze this bowl because I think I put the spoons for transportation in it, and then I put it in the shelf, but it wasn't glazed. Oh God, I'm so not, but I can use this to put all the ornaments. in it. So yeah, not glazed. Can you tell me if this bowl had already the heat, the high heat, so the glazed fired heat, if it's still possible to glaze it? Will it keep the glaze? Will it connect with the glaze when I put it on and fire it again? Just let me know if you have like any experience with it. So next I show you this fantastic bowl. This was a real throne bowl which I glazed with I think old copper from the outside. I don't know if it's old copper, but I used the glaze and I only glazed until here, but it was probably too much of glaze, so it's like connected with the shelf. Also this, oh, this is okay. So this is connected with the shelf, and I have to get find a way to put it away. And now let's check the inside. It's, I think it's Nimbus. I remember that in one of her videos, Lisa mentioned me, and she didn't like Nimbus, Myco Nimbus, this matte blue, but she said that I had a mug where she liked the Nimbus a lot, and that she will give it another try. But I like it. You cannot see. I think the light is not good enough, but it's so pretty. It's really pretty. But I will take a picture and put it at the end there, where you can see the bluish, and it's so like gray blue, but probably also not for the inside of a bowl, probably more for the outside. But can you see? This is a real throne bowl. It's nice. I made it. Yeah, I think it's good. And this is a yellow speckled clay body. Okay. My lower shelf is fuck. I wanted to show you the cones, but they're connected with the mug and also with the shelf. This is a cone 6. This is a 7. Also good. A little hotter than the 6 on the top shelf. This is a, you see it bent a little more, but still a hot 6. And let's go for it. Oh fuck. Oh, oh. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. So we cool down with a little bit of cold coffee. And then I will take my gloves. I brought it because I knew it will be hot. So oops. So this is a travel mug, and I used different glazes on top of each other. I let you know which one. And then there is a little bonsai here showing up, and the colors are just cool. I'm not this natural brown type of, but today I saw a video from John the Potter, and he made a wood-fired kiln load, and all the pieces came out like really like natural colors, and almost every piece was like brown and beige and a little blue and golden, and they looked just perfect. And I thought, yeah, so probably it changed my mind, and I'm so happy with these colors. I also used Mayco stroke and coat for the leaves. I put green on it, but I think it's burned, and that's why it's just a brown bonsai. But I'm not even mad. It's good. And the only thing what I believe is that it's too big to fit in my cup holder in my car. That's why, to make sure that I have a cup for my car, I made a little tiny small to-go cup, which definitely will fit. And check this out. It's so cool. I used, okay, first I had an underglaze pen, and I was there was a day when I was mad with just one person. There's one person in, no, maybe some more, but you know, there are some people in this world which triggers you, and then sometimes you have a like you are like a little angry, or you know what I mean. And I don't want to be an angry person, and I don't want to be mean or anything. But in this moment, I felt when I had this bisque fired cup, I wrote this it says in German, fick dich so viel, fuck you this much. And then there's a little like person which is make his arms so wide. So, and then I watched this mug, and then I felt bad for myself, because I don't want to say that to anyone. Even if I'm mad with a person, I don't want to say fuck you. I want to be a kind person, and I don't want to have those feelings for someone else, because it's not their problem. It's just my feeling. It's my problem. So then I saw this mug and with these words on it, and I said, no, that's not me. I cannot keep it like this. But I also don't want to don't want to hide those feelings I have. So then I add another sentence, absolutely furious about everything. And then I put like so many transfers on, little hearts and rainbows and different shapes, colors of everything I found in my box of transfer papers. And so it became like something different. It took the hardness, can you say that, of those words away, because it's a fun, crazy to-go cup. And even if it says fuck you, it's as there's a flamingo on it, so it can't be harsh, it can't be so mean. It's still a fun mug. So I'm happy, and it's small enough to fit in my cup holder in my car. Then there is another. I think I love to make to-go cups right now. Here I have like a really nice clay body. It said the name of the clay body is salt and pepper, and it has this brown gray, like little pepperish color. And then I put a white transfer on it and a little bit of blue lines. And I kept this part like, I glazed it only with a little bit clear glaze, but matte clear glaze. And there's also a little rabbit, but you cannot see. And then look at the top. I thought that the lines will stay blue. And that's why I used this, I think it's indigo float around it to have this blue here and this blue here. But it darkened a little because I think of the dark clay body. But it is so cool. I'm so proud, and I love it. I love the white like bubbles and the blue which runs a little. Yeah, so far everything is so nice. And then there's the last, no, not the last one. There's another to-go cup, and I used the shape of a heart for making the hole for drinking out of it. I hope it's not, no, it's not like dangerous to drink out of it. But this time, because it has so many different shapes around, I also this little bonsai tree again. I think it's not water anymore. I put so many different colors on it. It's nice. It feels good. No pinholing. I think because of the schedule, of the firing schedule, I don't have any problems with pinholing anymore. But I don't want to say it too early. So this is a donkey standing like under the roof. Whoa! Wow, the color is so awesome. The color is so cool. Inside I have these words. Should I read it? I've come to a point in my life where I need a stronger word than fuck. Okay, that's the same thing like with this other mug. I don't want to be like a person which has like a bad mood or something, or you know, I want to have a good mood. But sometimes in life you have like a you know, this moment, and then it's just, we are just human. And I like this color and the donkey as well. So it seems perfect to me. I don't know what you think, but it seems perfect to me, and that's the whole thing that I love it. Okay, this mug, the glaze run a lot, so I have to do a lot of grinding. But check this. There are two different blues. I think it's turquoise and like a blue. And you have this stairs up here for the little house. And the handle is just splitted in two colors. And when I wanted to put it in the bisque fire, the handle broke. And I made a new handle, but you know that when the cup is already bone dry and the handle is wet, they won't go together. So it has like not such a smooth like connection like I wanted, but I didn't want it to lose this mug, so I just tried it, and I think it's stable because the glaze also hold it together. But I think I have to like use a little bit of my grinder to make it more smooth and to refire it. Yeah, I think so. And inside, I hope you can see, I don't know what it is. Is it? I don't know, but it's just cool. Yeah, I will refire it. I like this part a lot. The turquoise is not my favorite, and it ran a lot. So I have to fix that. And I think it broke a bit. Yeah, but under the line, it's still good. Here I have a mark where the same thing happened, where the handle broke before bisque firing, and I tried to put a new handle on it, and you see that the connection is really bad. But I like the mountains, and I used this baby blue color for the sky, and I also put a little bit of white Mako stroke and coat on it for have some clouds, but they don't come through. And you see here is also a little sun. And now they have, in the inside, I have also the light blue and a transfer on the bottom where you have mountains and a lake and a little house. I only used a little micro stroke and coat for the sky and for the lake, and I wanted to keep it as simple because here you have just the mountains in these black and white colors, and also in here. But I will refire it because I want to have like a semi-matte transparent glaze over it to make it more like touchable. And then I also want to try to fix this a little more. That's a lot of work, like detailed work, but I think it will, it is worth the work to make it nice, because right now I'm not happy with this connection. So yeah, this is the first step. I'm happy that the handle is still on. So so now I need my donkey mug, because now I have a problem. My bottom shelf has don't oh so this is also like a tumbler, but I lost part of it in the shelf, so it's completely broken. You see it here. I cannot use it. The glaze ran down, and the connection between the shelf and, boy, it looks horrible. I think I have to buy new shelves because it destroyed my shelf, bottom shelf, a lot. So here it was. Do you remember that I told you that I bought some of those mugs for friends who wants to just glaze something and take it home? And it was just a tumbler like this, but I put a lid on it. I made like a lid, and only with the glaze it is connected. So you have like a to-go cup. So you can make out of every mug, even if it's already fired, bisque fired, you can put a lid on it. I like the colors. I really like the color combination, but I don't like that it destroyed my bottom shelf. And here you can see this is what happened. And then there is another mug which is also connected with the bottom shelf. It has a fantastic structure. I really like this. It looks a little bit like a bamboo fence. It's hot. It's hot. But I cannot get it off. It has inside this good vibes only sign. Yeah. And the turtle on the other side. But I'm not happy that it's like this. I think it just I think the cookie wasn't in the middle, and then it fell to one edge and connected with the shelf, and also took this holder with it. So this was the mug before, this was this. So this kiln opening ended with some difficulties, but I can say under the line there is so much good stuff in it, and I'm so proud of myself. And yeah, I cannot even tell what is my favorite. I cannot, because there are so many things I like. And yeah, so yeah, I will do the work now. I will try to get the spoons out of this and I'm sure that some of them will break, but under the line, even if some survive, I'm happy. So I wish you a great day, and I hope you like and subscribe my channel and this video. And because my plan is, or my goal is, to have 500 subscribers, and I'm close to it. There are 29 subscribers missing till the 500. And on my Instagram channel I made some weeks ago, I have already 100 followers, and I will put the Instagram name here. So if you don't follow yet, please follow. I made this extra channel just for my pottery work, because I think I will like do more of those stuff, and I have so many ideas, and I want to be creative, and it's a nice hobby to have. And yeah, what I can, yeah, you know, you know, because you do the same. And yeah, I'm glad that I'm part of this nice community, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye from Magdeburg.